They can't block, bro. If Kayvon and Brian Burns don't got like 5 sacks, I'm gonna be sick. Kayvon, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence need to get 5 to 7 sacks versus Washington. That offensive line in Washington is terrible. We should blow this team out of the water. All right, look. Week 2, the sky is falling. Now, like, before I break down this Washington game, I want people who aren't Giants fans to understand something. Daniel Jones picked up where he left off last year. If you want to know why Giants fans aren't acting like the Falcon fans right now, it's because Falcon fans understand that Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. You know what you're ultimately going to get from Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? The Jets fans aren't actually panicking because Aaron Rodgers has got like 4 or 5 MVPs. You know he's going to round into form. Okay? When it comes to the Giants, the reason why we're panicking, the reason why jerseys are being burned, the reason why players are getting ridiculed, the reason why fans have already thrown the season away is because Daniel Jones has shown us that this is who he can be for a season. See, it'd be one thing if 2022 was every Daniel Jones season and we knew he was going to be the most clutch quarterback in the league. We knew that he would put us on his back and we knew that he would carry us to the playoffs. He might not put up numbers, but I'll take 2022 Daniel Jones right now. He might not put up numbers, but he won us football games. And I think every Giants fan listening to this video, 100% consensus, will take 2022 Daniel Jones right now because that quarterback won us games. The reason why we're panicking and it's only been one game is because the Daniel Jones we saw versus Minnesota was that same bum-ass quarterback that couldn't get first downs last year. I used to make fun of the Giants and say, damn, we can't cross the 50. Joe Judge and Jason Garrett, we can't cross the 50. We can't even get Gano in position. It went from not being able to cross the 50 to last year, can we get a first down? Can we even get a first down? So if you want to know why us Giants fans are panicking, it's because Daniel Jones has literally picked up where he left off last year. And that is a horrible sign. It just is. And like I said, man, I've gone from defending Daniel Jones to like, so next week, I got my mental health series dropping where I basically just air out my problems. And I've been going through this religious battle with God lately. I don't know if he hates me or not. I'm still trying to figure out if God loves me or hates me. Or maybe it's my fault that he's doing these things to me. So y'all are going to hear me basically fight with the man upstairs for a couple of months. But I kind of look at it like this, right? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Wrong channel. I'm not cutting that. We moving forward. Like I said, Washington. Whatever the Giants do versus Washington is this, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we seem to own Washington, okay? We own Washington. And it doesn't matter what the Giants do versus Washington. It doesn't matter. You understand? It's one of those situations where Chris Rock said it best. What you want, a cookie for taking care of your child? You're supposed to be a good father. You don't get a cookie for doing what you're supposed to do. So I'm not really thinking about Washington. If Daniel Jones throws 5 touchdowns versus Washington, I'm kind of going to sweep it under the rug because last year we beat Washington with 2 backup quarterbacks. We beat them with Tyrod Taylor and Tommy DeVito. I would hope Daniel Jones can beat a lesser version of that team because last year's Washington team still had Montez Sweat and Chase Young on it. This year's Washington team, I don't know who the hell they got rushing the passer. So I guess what I'm trying to say is this. I would be more concerned if he doesn't look good versus Washington. If he looks bad versus Washington, bench him. Bench him. Because if this is the Giants get right spot. I might do a filler video on Saturday about Kayvon Thibodeau shitting on Washington. Shout out to Kayvon. Yo, I might do a video of Kayvon shitting on Washington, but this Giants team expects to win on Sunday. Their confidence is sky high right now. So if Daniel Jones goes out there and lays an egg versus Washington, you got to bench him. I was thinking earlier today that so Daniel Jones, okay, what I'm trying to say is this. Dan Quinn owned Daniel Jones the past couple years in Dallas. So what I'm thinking is Dan Quinn basically runs that defense in Washington. So I'm like, maybe there's a chance Dan Quinn can slow down Daniel Jones. But at the same time, bro, DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, Trevin Diggs, they're not walking through that door to put on a Commander jersey. So even though it's still Dan Quinn defense, he don't got the horses he had in Dallas. It's still them bum-ass dudes he got in Washington. So even though it's Dan Quinn, I expect Brian Daboll play calling to get better. And I expect Daniel Jones to actually be able to throw a competent pass to the running back. Daniel Jones couldn't throw a ball to the running back last week. I don't understand it. So I don't know. This is one of those things where I'm going off recent memory. I can't think of a logical reason for the Giants to beat Washington other than the fact that we always beat them. Jaden Daniels looks light years better than Daniel Jones, and he only played 1 game. Jaden Daniels had 2 rushing touchdowns. He had more passing yards than Daniel Jones on 20 less attempts. I mean, Jaden Daniels already looks like a more competent quarterback than Daniel Jones right now. So I'm giving Washington the edge at quarterback with Jaden Daniels. And I ain't even like Jaden Daniels coming out of college because I think he's too skinny. You know how I feel about these skinny quarterbacks, man. Yo, you 1 hit away, B. I'm sorry, bro, but if Bobby Okereke or Tyler Nubin, if they lay the wood, pause, no Diddy. If they lay the wood on that boy, he gonna be hurt. Lamar Jackson is always hurt for a reason. If you're gonna be a running quarterback, I think that you gotta at least be Daniel Jones. At least be Daniel Jones size if you're gonna run the ball. Not everybody gonna be Josh Allen or Cam Newton. But if I'm going to run my quarterback 15 times a game, I would prefer he be Cam Newton or Josh Allen and not be built like Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels. They too small, bro. Kyler Murray's too small. They too small. No Diddy. But my final score for the game, I guess, they can't block. Bro, if Kayvon and Brian Burns don't got 5 sacks, I'm going to be sick. Kayvon, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence need to get 5 to 7 sacks versus Washington. That offensive line in Washington is terrible. We should blow this team out of the water. Our defense should completely and utterly wreak havoc on that offensive line. There is too much draft capital and salary cap. allocated to that defensive line for them not to kill this Washington offensive line. I'm sorry. We should dominate this Washington team on Sunday. If those Giants players think we were upset at the Vikings loss, fuck around, lose to Washington on Sunday and see what kind of reception you get. Y'all might not be able to fly back into Jersey. I mean, for real, like, man, y'all better not lose. Y'all better not lose, because I'm telling you, because here's the thing, right? If Daniel Jones can learn how to play competent football and we beat Washington, Deshaun Watson is garbage, we might be able to beat Cleveland. If we could go in, we're going to lose at Dallas. So if we could just finish the Dallas game 2-2, the season is salvageable. So this game is important, man. It's important. But and I still forgot where I was going with that analogy earlier in the video. Like, I forgot what I was gonna say. Whatever. That's it. That's all. Hit that like button. Hit the sub button. Drop FUs in the comments if you rocking with me, and stay vicious. Dismissed.